Anyways, back to the scene where Moon Knight shows off his summoning
Yeah.
costume in the bathroom. There's a monster that is about to
Yeah,
kill him.
so for context, everyone, Stephen Grant is taking a whiz in the bathroom, and then a werewolf-looking creature walks up to the other stall right next to him, started taking a piss. But then the werewolf guy, he looks in the direction of Stephen Grant peeing in the stall, and then Stephen Grant got angry, so he became Mark Spector and then became Moon Knight and started beating the gouge out of the werewolf. That's what happened in episode 1. Yeah.
And Mark was begging Stephen Grant to let him out. And then when he did, he summoned it into the full on costume. The one I like, the one where you can shoot those. What was it? Crescent. What was it again?
Crescent Blades. I don't know why they changed it to Crescent
Crescent
Blades,
Blades.
but they did.
Yeah, he could have shot those crescent blades at the werewolf monster. Yet he just started beating on him, pounding on him, and this heroic music just pops up out of nowhere for some reason, and it does a close up of Moon Knight's face as Moon Knight is walking towards
Yeah,
the
that was the
camera.
best scene in the entire show. Like, that felt like Moon Knight. The entire scene where
Yeah.
he's fighting that werewolf Nubis creature-looking thing.
Mhm. It was supposed to be dramatic, yet I felt nothing during that scene.
Yeah, yeah. I thought it was cool though.
And the CGI needs to be worked upon too.
Shit.
I didn't like the CGI in this series. There's something gross about it.
It looks like Scooby-Doo
it
1,
needs
the
improvement.
live-action James Gunn Scooby-Doo film.
Yeah, that kind of crappy.
Yeah.
We got the Fallout monster-looking ugly things.
I don't know. It's like
Just
it's like a
having
mixed
work.
bag of the CGI because Khonshu looks good. Sometimes Moon Knight looks good, but then you got stuff like the werewolf dogs, and got stuff like the logs that fall out of a truck. You know, that the logs in the episode 1 that fall down.
Are you serious?
That was
CGI?
CGI.
Man, they got lazy. They're getting so freaking lazy.
Yeah, they couldn't
soon-
just knock down actual logs down a hill. They couldn't just do that.
Pretty soon they'll make a show where a bunch of high school kids have evil parents, and they gain these powers to fight off their cultist parents, and it's just a long, dragged upon drama show with barely any fighting in it.
Mm.
Oh wait, no, that's Runaways. There's 3 seasons of it on Hulu. Oh,
Isn't
wow.
there a new season coming out
How
soon?
boring. I don't know.
I
but
heard Disney
I'm
Plus is
sick of
unadapted. Then they'll make a season 4.
it sucks.
You gonna watch
I
it?
regret.
You gonna
What?
watch it?
I might. I'm gonna try watching season 3. The only good episode out there of the Runaways so far, from what I've seen, is the last episode of season 2. I swear to God, a writer came on the show was like, "What is wrong with you guys? Why are you boring?" We literally have the actor, the good Doctor Doom actor from the good Fantastic Four film. There's like one good Fantastic Four film. That other one, Rise of Silver Surfer, was crap, and they don't even use him right.
Mm. But if the show is bad, why do you watch it?
Well, I used to be a complete suck up for Marvel,
Okay.
but now I mainly just check out shows the first or second episode, and I'm done watching it. Like that Sidekick
You know,
Ghost Rider
Yeah.
series on Hulu called Exodus. I think it's called Exodus.
no, it's called
Or,
uh,
Starts with an
yeah.
H.
Hellstrom. Hellstrom.
Ghost I watched that.
I know that because
Oh
it
my
has a
God.
woman with a bob haircut in it, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it.
First episode is good. It reminds you of Netflix shows. Wow, first episode.
Does it
top
feel like a
notch.
Constantine? You know, DC Constantine? Has that?
The crappiest Constantine you will ever watch. Just rewatch
The Constantine TV show?
the Constantine movie. The Constantine movie 10 times over instead of Hellstrom.
No, there's a
That
Constantine
is
TV
what
show that's
they're-
actually really good, but it got canceled after like 2 seasons or something like that. You
Oh.
didn't see the Constantine TV show? It's actually good.
No, I
You
forgot
gotta
about
watch
that.
it.
My
It's
brother
actually
and I-
really good. It's on the level or on par with the Swamp Thing TV show.
Yeah, I totally forgot. In like the first episode, I was
Yeah,
watching it actually, and this lady on a train didn't know that she was dead, I believe. So Constantine had to help her get into that afterlife, and I believe she freaked out when a train was coming her
yeah,
way. Yeah, I watched the first episode. It was really cool, and it has what's his name, Doctor Fate in it
yeah. Dr.
too.
Fate.
I gotta start watching that again.
Have you seen what else? That bad TV show from Marvel. Cloak and Dagger. Do you see the ABC Family Cloak and Dagger TV show?
I still need to finish up on that, even though it's pretty crap. Wait, no, I did finish up on
Okay,
that, and it is pretty crappy.
okay. Anyways,
Yeah,
have you noticed that
in
we
the end
don't
of
care about
it,
the Moon Knight TV show that much? Because we've been talking about other things that are not the Moon Knight TV show.
yeah, I gotta get to watching Doctor Strange pretty
And
soon.
Doctor Strange 2. That movie is not very good, but I hope you enjoy it anyways. Doctor Strange 2.
In 3D, I'll be watching in 3D.
IMAX
Yay,
3D.
because I'm a fuck up.
Man,
Ha!
anyways, I'm going to talk about quality a little bit. I love quality from
Okay.
the comic books. He's very funny, very entertaining in the 80s comic books specifically. But in the MCU TV show, he doesn't talk a single bit. Maybe there'll be season 2, like an MCU movie where quality will have a few lines where he talks. But he's a very fun character. They didn't do anything with him, basically, in the show.
Yeah.
There's a little Easter egg, a little joke in the asylum, in the insane asylum, where Mark Spector's like looking back at the people in the asylum. He's like, "Oh, that noise! It's just quality in the back." Talk about he wants more refried beans. He wants more beans, and they're not giving him beans. He wants the beans.
No, too many carbs. Get rid of the beans. Go.
And that's not even a
keto.
good
What are you
joke
doing?
because it's not referencing anything. There's not a single Moon Knight comic book where Qualley says he likes refried beans. They're all Moon Knight comic books where he says he likes green tea. Why don't you give him tea? He's known for having a moldy bag of tea. That's his stick.
Yeah, in the comics, Crawley is always using a tea bag like over 3 times at least.
Yeah, and
He
it's
always
got
uses
mold
the
on
same
it
tea
too.
bag. That's nasty. Do you want to know what I did
What?
today? I had 1 day expired plain yogurt cheese, and there was actually some blue mold in it. You know what? It's been 4 hours, and I didn't even puke.
Yeah. You would
That's how strong my
you would
stomach
think by one day it wouldn't be that bad. By one day expired, it wouldn't be that bad, but apparently it was to you.
I had like 10 tablespoons of that cheese, and there's blue cheese in there. So I've got a strong stomach, so yeah. I gotta go. So give me like 5 minutes of talking, please.
Okay. You want to say something?
All right, my notes. Oscar Isaac, who also played Apocalypse in that X movie, Rise of Apocalypse. I think it was called. Very generic.
Very generic movie.
No, it wasn't Rise of Apocalypse. Age of Apocalypse. Yeah, sorry about that. I got Explanations 2 mixed up. Rise of Apocalypse. Good game for PS2. Oscar Isaac is somehow a producer in this show, which could explain why it's completely abstract and boring.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that.
I mean, it's just like the
Was
Jeff
really
Lemire
boring.
comic books. It's very abstract and very boring. It's not bad, but it's boring.
Yeah. I'll be right there. My lady, I'll be right there. I got knocking at my door. That's how late I am
Yeah.
right now. And
Who are you going with the movie
Yeah,
with? Doctor Strange 2. Who are you going with to see the movie?
my
Okay.
brother. Yeah, we're gonna have a grand time. And the scene where Steven is holding up the golden amulet. What was it called? The scarab metal amulet
Compass.
or whatever. Compass. Yeah, it was a compass. I believe that he was just messing with Arthur the entire time. Like, nope, you can't have this. Nope, just playing that old. You can't have this joke.
It wasn't a joke. It was Mark Spector controlling Stephen Grant's body, saying like, "No, don't give him the scarab. I'm gonna control you. I'm gonna fight you to not give him the scarab." Because they do that more often than not in the show. Like in episode 4, I think they have Mark Spector punch Stephen Grant in the face with his own hand because Stephen Grant kissed Layla.
Oh,
So
okay.
he can't control his body, a different persona, if they wanted to. So it's like a two
Man.
heads kind of thing, where there's two different people controlling the body.
Yeah. All right, I gotta finish up on my notes now.
Yeah, keep
Sorry,
going.
man. Please. Let's see. Uh, do I have anything? Oh yeah, the chanting that the cult does, that the cult of Arthur does, is called Coptic. I'm not even sure what that is, but it's something to look up. Yeah, my brother and I watch shows with the subtitles on because he just likes watching shows with subtitles. Dick. Yeah, Coptic language. It is a family of closely related dialects descended from the ancient, Egyptian language, and historically spoken by the Copts of Egypt. So yeah, that makes sense
Yeah.
why they have that there. Wait. Yeah, and Moon Knight gets stabbed with a bunch of spears and doesn't even die. He has regenerative powers, which he
Yeah, he doesn't have a
should not be
he doesn't
having.
have a healing
In
factor in the comic books, but in the show, he has a healing factor.
yeah, it's really dumb. My brother and I are always saying, okay, in the first scene, he's gonna die,
Yeah,
and then right when he gets stabbed by the spears, like, yes, he's gonna die.
yeah.
Ah, but no,
He also had the ability
he
to
could,
reflect the gun bullets because he got shot by a bunch of gun bullets with his cape, and then he reflected the bullets back at the thugs, the criminals with the guns, and it shot 'em back at the guys. So he apparently can reflect gun bullets with his cape. So it's stupid, but I guess they did that because he's an avatar of a god, so he has to have some powers other than super strength. So I'm just adding a bunch of stuff to
or
it.
do not expect these shows to be violent. They're going to be
Yeah,
PG-13,
it's not violent at all.
almost pieces of crap, with no sex scenes, except if you love yoga scenes. Mr. Knight did a "I got my hands up" yoga scene with Khonshu at night, and during that scene, I literally just stood up and I started doing the yoga practice with
Yeah.
them.
Oh,
Yeah,
that scene was stupid because you wanna know why?
why?
Okay, so they move the stars in the sky to a alignment that's like 2,000 years ago in order to figure out where
Yeah,
the alignment of the stars is by the moon in the sky to figure out like this map because they got this map that has to have a certain star alignment in the sky in order to follow. But the thing is, you don't have to change the sky. You don't have to change the alignment of stars in the sky in order to see what the map is trying to tell you because there's an app for that. There's an app where you can literally Google like what was the sky like 2,000 years ago, and then they'll show you a simulated version of what the stars will look like 2,000 years ago, and you can use that app to guide you as a map. You didn't have to change the globe
yeah.
of the stars and then have Khonshu thrown in jail for it. You didn't have to do that. You could just use an app. But they didn't want to do that. They wanted to control and change the sky as like a spectacle, as something that you can do CGI with and go like, ooh, it's pretty. It's an action scene kind of.
Yeah, they want to use the old ways. Who the heck
Who
used
uses an
apps?
app in this movie? Let's change the sky. Let's change the stars in the sky and have everybody know that Khonshu and Moon Knight are real things that could kill you in the background, you know?
Yeah, who the heck uses Advil anymore? Just put black seed oil in your milk, how the Egyptians used to cure
Yeah.
themselves. Don't even use meds. Why would you even do that? But no, just use like a teaspoon of black seed oil. Don't go over that. It might hurt your kidneys. So be careful and drink lots of water with it
Yeah.
too. Well, I gotta get going, guys. And remember, don't be a sawed-off runt. Thank you, Ram.
You're
Have a
welcome.
good night.
Bye.